Heyo, it's me, JGB, your new friend. Are you neurodivergent? Are you picking up what I'm putting down in these videos? If so, I would love a follow. I'd love to connect. Feel free to reach out. Today is day 5 of my 30-day challenge, and I want to talk about what I call neurodivergence-induced trauma. And the reason I call it this way is because we are waking up now to more understanding and more awareness around neurodivergence, ADHD, autism, and so many of us, especially us late diagnosed neurodivergence, we grew up in households where there was no awareness around why we were the way we were, and it was often seen as behavioral issues. I know that was my story. I was told that I was a bad kid. And I grew up in a strict home, and I was punished for being out of line all the time. And I never knew that I had trauma or that I had grown up in a traumatic environment. And it wasn't until my late 30s that I started working with a clinical psychologist and realized that I did grow up with a lot of trauma. And all of that was suppressed. And it wasn't until I started doing the work that I really came to realize the truth, and that I really came to understand how horribly challenging my whole life was because of this conditioning that I was made to feel as though there was something wrong with me. So to me, the definition of trauma is something that is unresolved, that makes us feel like there's something wrong with us. Because the truth is, there's nothing wrong with any of us. We have all these layers of things that we believe about ourselves. There's all this messaging and conditioning that makes us think there's something wrong with us. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with us. And I'm speaking about this really openly now because I think it's so important that we start to recognize that we are carrying unresolved trauma. And in carrying these things and in suppressing the things that happen to us, it really stops us from being able to access who we truly genuinely are and being able to honor and love all those parts of ourselves. And so neurodivergence-induced trauma is something that we all share in, unfortunately, because we did grow up in a world where our behaviors and the way that we show up and the way that our nervous system works and the way that our brain works just wasn't understood or honored or accepted. And so this is not an omen. Doing the work to resolve the trauma that I went through has been the most beautiful thing I've ever been through. And so I would love to connect and talk more about these topics if it interests you. You can follow me here or on Instagram stories.